You on it? All rise. Season 3, Episode 2, Plot 2. Yes, sir. You want me to be seated? Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court, or the PCBC for short. This is Season 3, Episode 2, Part 2 of this wonderful podcast here on YouTube. I am your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. Today is Part 2 of our 5-part mini-series that will make Episode 2. Today, we will be discussing the next 3 rosters from the PSAC East. The schools are Shippensburg, Commonwealth University of Lock Haven, and Millersville. Part 1, which we discussed yesterday, talked about the rosters for Kutztown, Commonwealth University of Bloomsburg, and Commonwealth University at Mansfield. Part 3, which will be released tomorrow, will be discussing the final 3 teams in the PSAC East, finishing the top 3. Part 4, which will be released on Thursday, we'll be discussing the first of the 4 teams that finished in the 5th through 8th place in the PSAC West. And then Friday, on Halloween, we will be concluding with the final 4 rosters, teams that finished in the top 4 of the PSAC West. So with that being said, let's get started. In 6th place last year, we're going to be starting off with Shippensburg University, the Raiders. Last season, they finished 10-19 overall and finished 7-14 in conference play. The Raiders have 16 players on their roster this season. They only had 3 players that left the program last season: Donovan Hill, who transferred, Max McFarland, and Jalen Bowie. So their lineup in their roster for this upcoming season, starting off with number 0, a 5'10" guard and redshirt freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at the Shipley School, Braylon Hardy. Number 1 is a 6'6" forward and redshirt sophomore from Enola, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Cumberland Valley, Jackson Boone. Number 2 is 5'11" guard and redshirt junior from Dallastown, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Dallastown. Before playing at Shippensburg, he played college basketball at Commonwealth University of Mansfield, Michael Dixon. Number 3 is a 6-foot guard and redshirt sophomore from McKees Rocks, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Charters Valley, Drew Sleva. Number 4 is a 6'4" guard and sophomore from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Carlisle, Jaden Smith. Number 5 is 6'4" forward and sophomore from Frederick, Maryland, played his high school ball at Frederick, David Dorsey. Number 6, 6'4" guard/forward and senior from New York City, New York, played his high school ball at Carver Engineering and Science in Pennsylvania, Denzel Figueroa. Number 7, a 6'6" guard and freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Roman Catholic, Sebastian Edwards. Number 8 is a 6'3" forward and redshirt freshman from Frederick, Maryland, played his high school ball at Walkersville, Kenyon Johnson. Number 10 is a 5'10" guard and freshman from Frederick, Maryland, played his high school ball at Frederick, Amonte Hill Jr. Number 11 is a 6'2" guard and senior from Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Boiling Springs, Trey Martin. Number 13, one of the best players in the PSAC, and the guy who is the thumbnail for this video, is a 6'4" guard/forward and redshirt junior from Swickley, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Quaker Valley, Marcus Frank. Number 21 is a 6'7" forward and freshman from York, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Central York, Ben Rill. Number 23 is 6-foot guard and freshman from Carlisle, Pennsylvania, played his high school ball at Carlisle High School, Parker Smith. Number 29 is 6'7" forward and redshirt sophomore from Berkshire, England, played his high school ball at Bracknell and Wokingham College in England. And before playing college basketball, playing at Shippensburg, he was a transfer last season from IUP, Gabriel Romero Sands. And number 44 is a 6-foot guard and senior from Frederick, Maryland, played his high school ball at Linganore, Timmy Connor. Head coach is the Hall of Famer Chris Feit. His assistant head coach is Jaron Gembe, and his assistant coach is Dave Miller. Supporting staff, Director of Sports Medicine, Wes Malacone. Equipment Manager is Dan Bonner. Director of Seaber Raiders Academic Center for Student Athletes, Trajan Dinkins. And the faculty's athletics mentor is Dr. Bob Stevens. Moving on, in 5th place last year, they finished with a record of 15-13 overall and 12-9 in conference play is Commonwealth University of Lock Haven, the Bald Eagles. Their roster also has 16 players for this upcoming season. They had a ton of departures from the team last year. Laquan Bird, who transferred to Mansfield, Chris Vasquez, Eli Washington, Carson Dominic, who we talked about, also transferred to Mansfield, Damon Grip, Kevin Coleman, who we'll be talking about tomorrow. He transferred to one of the schools we'll talk about tomorrow. Isaiah Stewart, Idris Ali, Gabe Springer, who transferred to Bloomsburg, and Bryson Scott. The roster starts off for the Bald Eagles for the season as number 0, a 6'1" guard and redshirt sophomore from Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Central Mountain, Jack Hanna. Number 1, 6'2" guard and senior from Rochester, New York. Played his high school ball at McQuaid Jesuit, Keith Warren. Number 2, 6'3" guard and junior from Alden, Pennsylvania. Plays high school ball at Archbishop Carroll. Before playing at Lock Haven, he played college basketball at Chippewa. Dean Coleman Newsom. Number 3, 6'1" guard and freshman from Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Archbishop Wood. Mike Green. Number 4, 6'3" guard and freshman from Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Monsignor Bonner. Devin Nelson. Number 10 is a 6'5" forward and freshman from York, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Central York. Byron Pinkney. Number 11 is 6'6" forward and redshirt sophomore from Malvern, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Archbishop Carroll. Blake Deegan. Number 12 is a 6'3" guard and freshman from Shangmong, New Jersey. Played his high school ball at Camden Catholic. Luke Kneven. Number 13 is 6'6" forward and senior from Rochester, New York. Played his high school ball at Penfield. Dylan Scott. Number 20, 6'5" guard / forward and sophomore from Punta Gorda, Florida. Played his high school ball at Charlotte. Chris Cornish. Number 21, 6'5" forward and senior from Horsham, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Archbishop Wood. Mike Naus. 22, 6'7" forward and redshirt freshman from Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Monsignor Bonner, and he's an incoming transfer from the University of Millersville University. Deuce Kettner. 23, 6' guard and freshman from Abington, Pennsylvania. Plays high school ball at Abington. Jake Manugalt. 30, 6'4" forward and junior from Julian, Pennsylvania. Plays high school ball at Bald Eagle area. Before playing at Lock Haven, he played college basketball at St. Francis University. Blaze Angelotti. Number 32, 6'11" center and junior from Waldorf, Maryland. Plays high school ball at South Maryland Christian. DeAndre Seaton. Number 33 is a 6'5" forward and freshman from Collegeville, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Spring Ford. Tommy Kelly. Head coach for the Bald Eagles is Mike Nestor. Assistant head coach is Brian Olesiak. Support staff, student managers are Brendan Whitmer and Carson Smith. And the final team we'll be talking about in part 2, team finished 4th place in the PSAC East with a record of 19-12 overall and a 13-8 record in conference play is the Millersville Marauders. I have a lot of hype on Millersville this year. Their roster looks very, very good on paper, especially a lot of the players they brought back and some of the guys they brought in this season. Millersville, they have 16 players on their roster as well for this upcoming season. The departures they had were Montel Cooper, Jamie Ested, Alec Toper, Deuce Kettner, who we just talked about with Lock Haven, Aiden Gare, Terrence Coldo, Toby Ungabare, who transferred to Kutztown. And the biggest name on the list of this video of players and departures was Drew Stover, the PSAC East freshman, or the PSAC East Athlete of the Year last year, who is now playing overseas. So for the Marauders, their roster this year starts off with number 1, a 6'2" guard and senior from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, just outside of Philadelphia. Plays high school ball at Cherry Hill East. E.J. Matthews Spratley. Number 2, the return of 6'4" guard and senior from Silver Spring, Maryland. Played his high school ball at Our Lady of Good Counsel. He's an incoming transfer from Slippery Rock. He played for the Marauders for a couple years, then played at Slippery Rock last year, and now back with the Marauders, is Day Waters. Number 3 is a 6'2" guard and senior from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Newman Goretti. Amir Hurst. Number 4, 6'6" forward and senior from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Loyalsock. He was a first-team All-PSAC East representative last season, Siraj Ali. Number 5, 6'1" guard and junior from Allentown, New Jersey. Played his high school ball at George School, Dante Weiss. Number 12, a 6'1" guard and sophomore from Levittown, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Springside Chestnut Hill Academy, Ron Brown III. Number 15 is a 6'9" forward and redshirt junior from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Played his high school ball at John Carroll in Maryland, Cesar Tshilombo, or Shilombo. The team might be silent there, but we'll figure out later in the season. Number 20 is a 6'7" guard and freshman from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at William Allen, Keith Jackson. Number 22 is 6'3" guard and freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Himotep Charter, Carnell Henderson. Number 24 is a 6'2" guard and freshman from Middletown, Delaware. Played his high school ball at Odessa, Jalen Bernikow. Number 25 is a 6'6" forward and junior from Middletown, Delaware. Played his high school ball at Middletown and is an incoming transfer from Kutztown University and one of my favorite players from the Golden Bears team last year, Amir Cunningham. Number 32 is a 6'3" guard and senior from Katy, Texas, just outside of Houston. Played his high school ball at Obra D. Tompkins, Murray Grant. Number 33 is a 6'8" forward and freshman from Medina, depends on how you pronounce it, Ohio. Played his high school ball at Medina, Jace Holland. Number 34 is a 6'4" guard and freshman from Braintree, Massachusetts. Played his high school ball at St. Andrew's School, Kyle Benjamin. Number 40 is a 6'6" forward and redshirt freshman from Mountainville, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Penn Manor, Ethan Ben. And number 44 is a 6'4" forward and grad student from Detroit, Michigan. Played his high school ball at Gonzaga High School in Washington, D.C., home to the first overall pick from the 2024 NFL Draft. Caleb Williams also went to Gonzaga as well. But number 44 is Malcolm Dredd. The head coach for the Marauders is Casey Stitzel, one of the best coaches in the PSAC. His assistant coaches are Dexter Harris and Kyle McGee. So that will do it for part 2 of this 5-part mini-series for episode 2. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the final 3 teams from the PSAC East, which are Shepherd, East Stroudsburg, and Westchester. Until then, hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, saying so long and have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for part 3.